Did you notice I didn't have to touch that to start it? It just went. How cool is that? No editing tricks, no camera mojo, it just moved. High voltage is a really cool place to play. There's a lot of really fun and interesting science that can be done in the field of high voltage physics, but there's a relatively steep learning curve and it hurts really bad falling off of that learning curve. So what I want to do is take some time and help you learn some of the real fundamental basics of high voltage in a million different aspects of it. Today we're going to start with just what you can do with a neon sign transformer. But before you can start making cool stuff like this, and you can, this costs very little to build. Some of this is scrap parts, okay? You can build this, you can make this work. It's fascinating to play with, but let's get you through the basics so that you don't hurt yourself along the way. Today, we begin a momentous journey together. We're going to explore high voltage, and we're going to do it not in the way that most of YouTube wants to teach you anything to do with anything dangerous. Normally, the guy in my job comes out and the first thing they says is, "Don't try this at home," because you have to protect the wee precious children from themselves and parents. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you don't try this at home, because you're going to. I know, because you're all sending me videos and comments, and I think that's awesome. The world is a dangerous place. When you start getting into science and engineering and technology, you're going to play with dangerous stuff, and it's good to do that, because someday you might grow up to be an engineer. Now, when a doctor screws up, they bury their mistakes one at a time. When engineers screw up, they bury their mistakes by the hundreds. And it's important to understand and appreciate that there are things that you will play with that are dangerous. If you fall off your bike at 25 miles an hour, that's the same impact as falling off a second story of a house. You can get killed doing all kinds of stupid things. We might as well learn some actual safety and responsibility along the way. So as we engage upon this video series of playing with high voltage and engineering and plasma and fire and all kinds of really cool stuff, you're responsible for your own safety. I'm not standing next to you, holding your hand, helping you get through this. This, from here on out, is an assumed risk sport. It's the same as skydiving or skiing or a million other fun things that people get to do. This is just, well, it's for people that have the ability to not be a complete idiot. Because if you go playing with this stuff and you're a complete idiot, you're not going to play with it for long. We're going to start as safely as we can. I'm going to cover things step by step, and if you follow the instructions and if you act responsibly, you can do this, and you can do it reasonably safely. I've made mistakes in the world of high voltage, and so will you. I've been blasted by one of these, and if you play with them long enough, so will you. You can absolutely die messing around with this box, and this is the tiniest, safest, easiest one it gets. It's hard to kill yourself with a neon sign transformer, but it's not impossible. And a small number of people have died this way. Please don't be one of them. I am not some British idiot playing with thousands of watts of high voltage and ridiculous amounts of amperage in his carpeted attic on the floor, but I'm not a god. I've been doing this for a long time, longer than most of you have been alive. But I've still made mistakes. And it's because I've made those mistakes. I've set a high voltage lab on fire, burned the whole room down, destroyed 20 years of work. So that you don't have to. Because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget things. You're going to get excited. You're gonna do dumb things. And through all of it, you're going to scare the hell out of your parents. But it's learning to do this step by step, by the numbers, responsibly, slowly, methodically, that will keep you safe as you do it, because it's worth the risk. It's fun. There's so much to learn. We're going to get to do such amazing stuff. We're going to throw lightning on this bench. We're going to make actual lightning. And it's going to be really cool. And I don't want to be that guy who just says, don't try this at home. No, try this at home. but do it safely, do it responsibly, and realize I can't protect you. I wish I could, and I'm going to do everything I can to do everything within my power to help you be safe. But I'm not there. I can't be responsible for your choices. You have to be. And that is a very alien concept in today's world. Your actions have consequences, and you're responsible for your own choices. So if you choose to come down this path with me, and you're welcome to join, you have to realize that you're doing this largely on your own. So stay safe, pay close attention, and if I do something stupid and I make a mistake, you call me right out on it. You put 50 comments in there about how I'm an idiot and should not be allowed to work on the internet. It wouldn't be my first time. You guys have fun, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.